This right here gonna be a cakewalk.
At the start of this video, I just wanted to show my appreciation to everyone who's been very supportive. A total of 19,000 people wandered through the stream while we were watching the Game Awards take place. So many people donated, so many people said many wonderful things, and I'm very appreciative of all of it. Through my trolling, through my ranting, you guys are great, and I say thank you. But enough of that. Now let's talk about Tekken 8. Tekken 8 is no stranger to danger. This game has had an extremely tough year one, and everyone's looking forward to year two and the game recover, right? They showed Anna, teased Anna. That's a character who was highly anticipated, and that was a great way to, start off the season two and also end the Tekken World Tour Finals. Very positive is the score. Mostly positive is the overall score. Now, as you can see here, there's a lot of negative reviews currently rolling in, and I don't know how that is going to affect the score. We'll see how this goes on, but there's a lot of negative reviews coming in, and that is because of the character Clive. The trailer for Clive that they showed at the Game Awards was 1 minute long, and I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but the prices leaked for how much it costs to show trailers, and for 1 minute trailer it costs $250,000. This is how much the developers invested into this reveal to make sure as many people see it as possible. And this is a character, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know too much about the guy. I'm gonna have to do research. I don't have time to research it right now, but I think the guy was in one Final Fantasy game and he was the main villain, I believe. But this guy is finally making his way into the game and players are not happy. A lot of people wanted Tifa instead. I did a poll on the channel where I was asking that exactly, like, what did you want? Did you want Tifa or did you want this guy? But you can see that 2,000 votes on this, and it's 42-58. Now, this is not good. Whenever it's close like this, whether it's yes or no leading the charge, that is not good. If I scroll down, like, look at the Anna run, right? Anna, did you enjoy that reveal? Even though 30% says no, yes is still leading by a huge margin. So the fact that it's this close and no is leading, that shows where people minds are at. When you look at the hint for the final character that was found in the data files, this is from Umi. This is a legendary modder in the Tekken community. This person said the final character appears to have text on the skin that glows, and we compared this to Fakram, obviously, because Fakram's skin glows. But if you look at the way that Fakram has these flames coming down his back, and you look at the gameplay of Clive, it makes sense as to that why that texture is being there, right? So I just wanted to loop back to that and close that circle off. But when we talk about now, what you can see here is the dislike ratio: 2,200 dislikes versus 3,000 likes. But when you get to the negativity, you got to stroll over to Twitter. And before we do this, I want to say that I went into this reveal with no expectations. I wasn't expecting Tifa, this, that, or the other, right? I had no expectations of even buying the thing. I'm a Yoshi main, and I probably wouldn't even play the character beyond 2 weeks, right? So I was just interested to see what they have to offer. They know the players is starving for more, and what is it, right? So when I look at the guy's gameplay, it looks okay. I think I'm going to buy him. He's the first DLC character that I will buy for Tekken 8. But here is a summarized update on Twitter. Clive's role fill for Final Fantasy XIV has been announced as a guest character for Tekken 8, creating buzz amongst fans. This crossover led to a discussion about potential future character additions like Tifa, and details regarding Clive's gameplay mechanics and new stage have been highlighted. This does really talk about the controversy, but there's a lot of it going on. It seems like the only person who's really happy about Clive is Aru. She is loving the trailer. Here's 2 tweets from her expressing that. Now, when you talk about some of the negativity, I bookmarked a couple of tweets and I'm just simply going to scroll through it. Nah, watch the full Clive trailer. You will change your mind if you were disappointed. This person, yeah, close enough. Welcome, Tifa. You have King J say, we keep getting these non-martial arts characters. Me personally, like I said, I'm a Yoshi main, right? When I play Mortal Kombat, I use Quan Chi and Shang Tsung. I use the sorcerers. So when I look at Clive doing all this space magic, as I like to call it, he looks kind of like a sorcerer. So that's kind of why I'm interested. Ninja Killer says, who is Clive? A lot of that was going on. Murdoch says, should have been Tifa, right? Out of all the people who's upset about this, it seems like King J is the most frustrated. Brawl Pro just says who. King J says, I'm going to speak up. This isn't it at all. And if you keep making these choices, the game is going to get killed, right? So a lot of people were very, very upset. And they're also doing comparisons with Miguel. You see the Photoshop sword of Miguel with the flame on the sleeve. Expect to see this meme a lot. It's already making a long way around the player base, and players are just, you know. Now, when you talk about actual news for the character, they announced the Tekken Dev Talk. Round 1, Round 2, Round 3. So there will be 3 of these coming back to back to back. There's going to be a lot of information that's coming here, so expect me to be making a lot of videos about everything that's happening. And then we're going to have a lot of information from the Dev Talk. I may not make a video about everything, but I'm pretty sure when we get our hands on a character, we will know the gameplay and we won't need to hear the developers yap about it. A little hit at what they're saying. It says, we really wanted them to understand who Clive was as a character. I'm glad he can let loose now that he's in the world. The man once called the demon. And then you also have this skin pack that they're doing. And it has a screenshot here. This is Eleanor wearing this like knight type of armor, basically Final Fantasy themed. You have character customization. This looks like something that will fly around your character, or maybe wear it on your back. And then you have a Tekken ball Bomb King that's red like explosion, basically. Joshua Rosefield. And this is 500 Tekken coins. So maybe this is them saying that you have to pay money for it. You also have this one here of Lily, which is kind of like the same thing. So it looks like a good, but then you also have a bad. And this is Jill Warwick, also 500 Tekken coins. You have Icy Blue with Clive with a blue bomb this time for Tekken Ball. Even though Tekken Ball isn't a mode that's played a lot, I am happy that they're still supporting it beyond the game, right? Now, when you talk about the stage, this stage looks incredible. It has 2 versions of it. It has the normal version that's inside of a castle with the dragons fighting in the background, surrounded by fire, and it looks like if you touch that fire, you explode, the dragon blows up the wall, it extends your combo. But then you have this side here, which is not necessarily an infinite. We don't have those in Tekken 8, but you have this big ring of fire where the ground explodes and you have the 2 dragons fighting in the background. Even though it's just like a lot of fire, it is definitely leagues above what Tekken 7 offered in terms of stages. You can see that the developers are trying to make the fire stages more interesting, and this time around it looks good, at least from the images we can see. When you get in the game and you play for yourself, you're doing combos, gameplay, you can get the real feel for what they're cooking up. So the first Tekken Dev Talk will start at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. CTE. You have the first screenshot look of Clive in a stage that's not his own. This is the New York stage, so he looks like he kind of fits in very nicely. And then once again, you have the developers saying, I personally didn't want the story to end with just one game. This is why I said at the start that I believe he was just in one game and he was the villain. And then you can also see him on the main menu screen. You can customize this with, whatever character you want, but it probably will default to him when the update begins. Players can see him in a very high detail right from the start. This update looks pretty interesting. I know a lot of players are very upset about what they're showing, but I wonder if this update will last, right? Or the backlash will last. When a character releases, he could be the most technical character ever, or he could be the most, brain simple, easy baby buttons character we ever seen, and that will only fuel the fire. Me personally though, like I said, I'm not really upset. Like, I didn't really have any expectations going into this, and I more so wanted to see a good show. Also, congratulations to Tekken 8 for winning the Game Awards Fighting Game of the Year. They beat Dragon Ball and they beat Multiverses, 2 games that really didn't stand a chance when you talk about this game and how it's been going on for 30 years, but still that needed to be mentioned. Congratulations to those 2. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and bye-bye.